Hi, and welcome to my channel, Faith and Flower. I'm Robin, if we've never met before. And in today's video, I am going to take you along for our laundry room renovation. I thought it would be fun to do sort of a real-time vlog video of the process. So if you've been with me for any length of time, you have definitely heard me talk about my plans for our laundry room renovation. We bought this house, it's been about 2.5 years ago now, and we renovated a lot of it. It is a 1984 ranch here in Central Texas. I will have those videos linked below if you would like to see the playlist of all the things that we have done. And the laundry room is really the last space in our home, and it has taken us a while to get there. Patrick and I have done most of the renovations in our home just on our own. This time we have hired a contractor. He's actually a Finnish carpenter and contractor that we met and helped us finish out our kitchen. And he has done such great work, and we really enjoy him. And it has been a lot of fun to sort of offload that to someone else and to just sort of enjoy the process instead of do a lot of the heavy lifting. So that has been really fun this go round. And we're really in week 2 of the renovation. So the first week was the behind the walls part of the renovations. We had to move some electrical, move plumbing, which is kind of a big deal, take out a closet and re-drywall. So that's where we are at this point. And coming up this week, we're going to be putting in new tile floors. The cabinetry will go in. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun just to get a little bit of a peek into what the process is like, because it's not all pretty and fun. But it's usually worth it. So I'm definitely not complaining, and I'm super grateful, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what's happening here this week. Before I show you the progress so far, I'll take you back to what things look like before in this room. This large utility sink made access to the washer and dryer pretty awkward, and it also created this space in the corner that was pretty much unusable. And the upper cabinets are in pretty rough shape, especially on the inside. We do have a really nice place to hang clothes to dry, so I want that in our new space. And this built-in ironing board is great, so I got a new cover for it, and it's going to be incorporated in the new design as well. We had a large closet that offered lots of storage, but because the shelves were so deep, it was easy for items to get lost in the back. So I don't really like that sort of deep shelf storage space. And it really just took up too much room in this small space. And the new design will have a better place for incorporating our freezer. In our new design, the washer and dryer will be stacked. So several months ago, we decided to take out one of the upper cabinets to make space and stack our units to try it out. And so this is how I have been using this room up until now. So this is what things are looking like today. So everything came out as far as the washer and dryer, the sink that was over here on the left, and then we had a lot of electrical moved around just to make the outlets make sense for where the cabinetry is going to go and things like that. And we had to have the plumbing moved. So we had all of the plumbing on this wall, and now it's all been moved to this wall. So in order for that to happen, we actually built out this wall just a little bit so that we could keep it well insulated. This is actually the north side of our house. The Texas winters are getting more and more extreme in terms of very low temperatures in the wintertime, like we're experiencing right now. And so it's important that we kept that really well insulated so we don't have any problems with the pipes. The sink will go here, so it's stubbed out for that. And this is where the stackable washer and dryer are going to go. And we actually had, and hopefully this works really well, a vent here that is magnetic so that we can push the dryer up against this and it will connect to a short hose instead of having this long snaking hose back here that gets crushed when you try to push it in. So that is a little bit of new technology in that field that we're going to give a try. And of course we had to have the water put here for the washer and dryer. And so having all of that moved was kind of a big deal, and they have to vent it up to the roof, and there's a lot of things that go on with that. Then over here, you can't see it, but behind this wall, they brought water down to have an outdoor faucet, which was also over here. So that was moved. There's some reasons why that needed to be done, and actually functionally for us outside, it's much better. And those things are hidden, and you never really know once all the cabinetry's in that's back there, but that's actually one of the biggest expenses in renovating. So that's what happened this week. And of course, all the drywall. There is cement board here for tile that's gonna be the backsplash. I'm keeping this ironing board, and we will have a new piece of cabinetry over that. And then the closet was also removed. There was a big closet that came all the way out in this room. And so this room just feels so much bigger and open. And as you can tell, it's quite echoey. Now it's ready for the floors to be tiled and all the cabinetry to come in. So that's what we're gonna be doing this week. So on the other side of this door is our bathroom. This is the door to the outside. And then we have a door over here that goes to our sort of media room. So I'm gonna take you in there now, because that space has changed a lot as a result of this renovation. So this room is our media room, and it's connected to our laundry room by the door over there to the right of the television. And this is what I meant by sort of behind the scenes upheaval in your home when you were renovating. You just have to have a space for all of the things while there's a renovation, and it's just important to accept that and not get too stressed by it, because it's just part of the process. And so in here right now, I have some extra rugs on the floor. These were actually in our laundry room previously, and they're there to protect the floor because there's a lot of drywall dust, and people walking back and forth through this room. Our attic access is there, and the workers need to get in and out of there quite often, or they have so far. And that's also our big storage room. So I'll show you that, because that's nuts right now. It holds everything that used to be in the laundry room plus more. And of course, we have things that will be installed, like our sink and faucet. There's Austin's toy. There's some of the tile over there. The backsplash tile. These are like hoses for the washer and dryer. Of course, the washer and dryer are sitting here, and we've got the floor protected with a tarp. I think that's some mortar or grout for the tile, and various tools and things that are out that we need to have easy access to. So that's what this room has become. This is just where everything needs to be while the renovation's happening. We even have like papers out with the plans and receipts and stuff that we need to be able to access easily. So I'm okay with this room being kind of nuts, because it's just part of the process. And let me take you in here and I haven't done anything in any of these spaces to make them look pretty for you. I just wanted to keep it real and show you what's going on. So I'll turn the light on in here. I mean, normally I try to keep the space really neat and uncluttered so that it's really functional. But right now, there is just so much extra stuff shoved on the shelves and everything in here, because we needed a place to store all the things that used to be in the laundry room and that will go back in there once this renovation is complete. So this is about as tidy as it has been through this process. Just trying to keep it, to a certain level where I can still remember where things are and find what we need. But yeah, it's, it is what it is, and it is part of the process, and it's going to be over soon, and it's going to be so worth it. So I just thought you'd get a kick out of that. I'll just show you one other thing that's kind of funny. And that is that in our bedroom, we have added a new feature temporarily, and that is the freezer that goes in the laundry room. And it's kind of funny. I actually put this rug here to keep the door from hitting it when we open it. That is the bathroom door. and a big piece of cardboard to protect the floors when we are moving it in and out. But it's really funny. We had thought about putting it in our garage, but it is a little bit easier to access right here, and this little corner works. So that's where this is right now, and I can still use it. It doesn't have to be unplugged or, you know, emptied or anything like that. And so I'm kind of grateful for this space, but it's just kind of funny. And yes, I know you're probably going to want a freezer in your bedroom, but it's probably not the best design choice. Just saying. This morning we woke up to a beautiful dusting of snow, and I love snow. I am always so excited to get even a little bit here in Texas, but because our community so rarely gets it, they are not able to invest in equipment for preparing the roads or removing it. And because the roads are icy this morning, I know that work on the laundry room today will be delayed. So hopefully I will have more for you tomorrow. We're able to come at the end of the day after we had the snow and do a little bit more of drywall work. Today they came in and laid all the tile. So you might remember that I showed you a different tile originally, and we changed our minds with that. That tile was a little bit thick. It was going to be a problem transitioning to the other rooms. So we found this one and I really like it, and they laid it in this sort of herringbone pattern. Tomorrow, hopefully they will come to do the grout, do the texture on the wall, and eventually, hopefully by the end of the week, we'll get some of the cabinetry in. Here's the progress for today. They texturized the walls and prepared them for paint, and they finished the grout on the floors, and everything is still drying. So this color looks a little darker than it will once it's dried. You can see some of the lighter areas that are starting to dry. It's a really pretty light gray color. I'm so excited to see the floors complete, and I think tomorrow will be even more exciting because some of the cabinets will go in, and I will show you that. Yep.
Tell me if it's lining up.
Yeah.
And that the hoses aren't crimped. Can you do anything with the hoses?
I think everything's good so far.
So you getting close?
Yeah, well, we got about a foot.
Lining up?
Uh-huh. I think it's gonna grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
And here is what happened on Friday. So we got some of the cabinets in. You can see we got the washer and dryer installed. We actually did that today, so I can get a little bit of laundry done this weekend before they come back. And a lot of the cabinetry is in, at least the place where it's going to be installed. So it's all gonna come together pretty quickly next week, I think. And it's just so fun to see the cabinets. It's kind of a gray day, so I'm not sure if the cabinet color is coming through exactly. It's called Caribbean, so it's sort of a blue-green color, and I love it, and it's gonna look so great. You'll really get a feel for it when the cabinet fronts and drawers are on. So this is just kind of a sneak peek of what it's going to look like, and I hope that you will join me in my next video because I'm going to have more to show you. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more, give this video a thumbs up and join me next time so I can show you the final result of this renovation. Be sure to leave a comment below and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week.